hidden beneath her composed exterior. Special Agent Angela Monroe felt her pulse quicken as she watched the judge mock her brother's freedom. She could end this charade with a single revelation, but timing was everything in both protection detail and justice. Sitting in Atlanta's Fulton County Courthouse, she weighed her next move carefully, knowing it would change everything. "You clearly don't understand how the law works," Judge Whitman sneered, his silver hair catching the morning light that streamed through towering windows. His reputation for harsh bias preceded him like a dark cloud, especially in cases involving minorities. Angela's fingers brushed against her Secret Service badge, concealed beneath her tailored blazer. In her decade of protecting presidents and investigating threats, she had faced down far more intimidating men than this small-minded judge. But this wasn't about her, it was about her brother Marcus, another victim of a system designed to fail him. Years of Secret Service training had taught Angela how to read rooms, assess threats, and maintain perfect composure under pressure. But watching her brother sit at the defendant's table, his broad shoulders bent under the weight of false accusations, awakened something deeper than professional duty. "The evidence clearly shows a pattern of defiance," Prosecutor Reed declared, his polished shoes clicking against marble as he paced. "Mr. Monroe's actions demonstrate a blatant disregard for authority." Angela's jaw tightened, her fingers interlaced to keep from clenching into fists. The security footage playing on the courtroom screen told a different story, one of compliance met with unnecessary force. She had analyzed the tape frame by frame, her investigative training revealing details others had conveniently overlooked. Judge Whitman's dismissive glances toward Marcus sparked a familiar fire in Angela's chest. She had encountered that same prejudice gaze countless times during her rise through federal law enforcement ranks, but she had learned to transform that anger into precision, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. "Your Honor," Marcus's public defender stammered, his inexperience showing. "The video evidence clearly shows." "We've seen quite enough," Whitman interrupted, waving his hand as if swatting away an annoying fly. "Unless you have something substantive to add." Angela leaned forward, her badge pressing against her ribs through the lining of her blazer pocket. Each heartbeat seemed to whisper, "Not yet, not yet." "Miss Monroe," Whitman drawled, fixing his steel gray eyes on Angela, "you seem rather invested in these proceedings. Perhaps you'd like to share your expertise on law enforcement matters." The courtroom air grew thick with tension as Angela rose slowly to her feet. A lifetime of training had prepared her for moments like this, when to hold back, when to reveal her hand, how to turn an opponent's arrogance into their undoing. "Your Honor," she began, her voice carrying the quiet authority that had stilled rooms full of dignitaries, "I would be happy to share my professional insights." Whitman's lips curled into a smirk. "Professional? And what profession might that be?" Angela's hand moved to her blazer, every eye in the courtroom tracking the motion. 10 years with the United States Secret Service. "Your Honor, badge number 7249. The smirk vanished from Whitman's face as she displayed her credentials. Gasps rippled through the gallery. Even Prosecutor Reed's confident posture crumbled slightly. "I've reviewed the evidence through the lens of federal law enforcement training," Angela continued, her voice steady. "The officer's body camera footage shows textbook escalation of force without cause. My brother's responses align perfectly with recommended civilian compliance procedures." Whitman's face flushed red. "Agent Monroe, while your credentials are unexpected, they don't grant you special authority in my courtroom." "No, Your Honor," Angela agreed, meeting his gaze. "Truth holds that authority. I'm simply ensuring it's heard." The jury members exchanged glances, several nodding slightly. Angela had sparked the flame of doubt she had been carefully laying the kindling for. Marcus reached for her hand under the table, squeezing it gently. In that touch, she felt his trust, his fear, and his growing hope. She had protected presidents and foreign dignitaries, but standing between her brother and injustice was the most important protection detail of her career. As the trial progressed, Angela methodically dismantled the prosecution's narrative. Her law enforcement expertise gave weight to the defense's arguments, transforming weak objections into powerful challenges. Each point landed like a precision strike, strategically placed to expose the fault lines in the case against Marcus. The prosecution would have you believe that questioning authority equals resisting arrest. She addressed the jury during her character witness testimony. But my decade of federal service has taught me that true justice requires us to question, to examine, and to stand firm when we witness wrong. Whitman's gavel crashed down. Agent Monroe, you're bordering on contempt. Angela turned to face him, her expression calm but unyielding. With respect, Your Honor, contempt implies disregard for justice. I hold it in the highest regard, which is precisely why I cannot remain silent. The courtroom fell into charged silence, the air electric with unspoken tensions. Angela remained standing, her presence a reminder of everything Whitman had misread, underestimated, and dismissed. In his rush to judgment, he had overlooked the most crucial detail. Sometimes justice arrives wearing a carefully tailored blazer and carrying a hidden badge. The jury's deliberation lasted just under 2 hours. When they returned, the forewoman's voice rang clear, not guilty. Marcus's shoulders shook with silent sobs of relief. Angela wrapped an arm around him, her own eyes bright with hushed tears. They had done more than win a case. They had exposed the cracks in a system that too often saw guilt in skin color rather than evidence. Outside the courthouse, reporters swarmed, hungry for sound bites about the Secret Service agent who had challenged a judge. But Angela guided Marcus through the crowd with the same quiet efficiency she had used to navigate presidential security details. "How did you stay so calm in there?" Marcus asked as they reached her car. Angela smiled, remembering countless high-stakes moments that had prepared her for this day. Because justice, like protection detail, requires patience, precision, and the courage to act when the moment is right. 6 months after the verdict, Angela stood at a community center podium, addressing a room full of law enforcement trainees and civil rights advocates. Her Secret Service badge gleamed under the fluorescent lights, but it wasn't the only symbol of authority she carried now. Her brother Marcus sat in the front row, wearing the smile of a man who had found his purpose. "That courtroom taught me something beyond tactics and timing," Angela said, her voice carrying to every corner. "True protection isn't just about shielding presidents, it's about standing guard over justice itself, especially when it whispers instead of shouts." As Marcus led a youth mentorship program, and Angela continued her dual mission of protecting leaders while advocating for change, they discovered that victory in one courtroom could echo through countless lives. She fingered the worn edge of her badge, remembering Judge Whitman's face when prejudice met its match in preparation and courage. Sometimes the biggest changes start with a single moment of standing up for what's right. Thank you for watching until the very end. If this story resonated with you, don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell for more inspiring stories. Have a wonderful day.